I didn't think that it was something that I wanted to do. My name is Alistair Noah, and my career, I am a musician slash music tutor.
Tell us what a day in the life of Alistair Noah looks like.
A lot of mixing, a lot of editing, a lot of just listening to sounds and trying to make everything fit together.
How did you know that you would be able to do something like that?
I didn't think that it was something that I wanted to do. I think after 1 year, I just decided, I felt God called me to move into that field.
Was there ever a moment in your life that you felt like, no, I actually want to do something different, or did you just know?
You know, you wake up every day with the same passion. So my passion was always to be.
Hello, and welcome back to yet another session of the Success in Color podcast. I am Michelle, your host, and I bring to you more gems as always. I'm sitting here with another guest that's going to wow us with some juicy information on his career and how you guys can just stay informed if you should want to pursue that career. With me, I have Mr. Alistair. Can you please introduce yourself, tell us where you're from and what you do?
Hi there, my name is Alistair Noah. I am from Kimberley, Northern Cape, and my career, I am a musician slash music tutor.
Awesome. Tell us what a day in the life of Alistair Noah looks like.
It looks like a lot of mixing, a lot of editing, a lot of just listening to sounds and trying to make everything fit together. But some days I think they just switch around because I find myself wearing many hats on different days. So,
That's awesome. So, I think it's weird because I have some insider info because Alistair and I actually know each other behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He is married to my sweet friend. So I'm sure mixing takes like hours, right? It's a very tedious task. How did you know that you would be able to do something like that?
I didn't think that it was something that I wanted to do. So I love music and I love the process of creating music. I'm very creative in that sense. But to put everything together, like really making it solid and sit well, was a process I had to come to love. And so I think after 1 year, I just decided, I felt God called me to move into that field. And then so I went studying in Bloemfontein, about 2 years, just of sound engineering, learning how to really just master my craft and putting, like I said, when you create the sound, actually making them fit together so that it's a pleasant experience when you listen to it. Yeah.
Absolutely, like all your music.
Thank you.
So you mentioned that you studied in Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
Which institution did you study at, and can you tell us a bit about the application process?
Yeah, so the institution I studied at was called PAS Media Academy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you say that again, please?
PAS Media Academy, PAS
Okay.
Media Academy. I found them, I think, online. I wanted to study in Cape Town initially, so I wanted to study at Cape Audio College, but because I'm from Kimberley, to migrate all the way till here, it costs a lot.
Yeah.
And so Bloemfontein was the next best thing. And I saw that me and my dad went through to the place. We called around. That's what we did. We didn't necessarily go online and check all that stuff, but we called in. They were very helpful online. On the phone, and then we drove through. We checked out the facilities. They are really stellar, really good, they're very helpful, very warm, welcoming. So that was our process in getting through to there. But I'm sure the website would be helpful because I saw a lot of ads on Facebook.
Okay.
They have a lot of ads that they run, and they really, they look like very stellar up to that standard. So I'm sure the websites would help you.
Yeah.
It'll be easy process, yeah. But if you ever doubt, just pick up a phone and call.
I was just about to say that is a really valuable tip because even in the time when I was studying, it was more beneficial for me to physically go to the institution. So
it gives you so much more peace. Gives you so
Absolutely.
much more
And maybe
peace.
even more immediate help. Some people are very efficient and others maybe just need you to physically be there.
Yeah.
So for our future applicants out there, don't hesitate if you're not receiving an email back, if you're not receiving correspondence. Go to the institution, call like Alistair did. Don't wait for someone to get back to you. If it's been a week, if it's been a month, you pursue that. If this is really your dream, if this is really your career you want to do, hunt it down.
Hunt it down, yeah. Hunt it, go
Okay,
for it.
sorry. No more pep
Awesome,
talk.
awesome. No lectures, we want to learn.
Awesome. So, thank you so much for that. So, with regards to like subjects on school, tell me a bit about your subjects that you did, and did that in any way influence your application?
So I did a few subjects and they changed along the way.
Okay.
So in grade 10, I was with music, pure maths, physics, and I'm forgetting the last one. I don't think it was tourism. I think it might be tourism. But then it changed along the way because, yeah, pure maths is not for everybody.
No, it's not,
And
eh?
physics wasn't for everybody.
No, it's not. So,
I come from a family that really prioritized those subjects, but I think I didn't prioritize it. Yeah, because I was more music focused. Did I say I did music as a subject? I'm not sure if I did.
yes, you did. You did.
Okay, so I was more music focused, and so yeah, I knew from that time already I want to be a musician. I've got a calling, all that type of thing. And so it did. I think music did influence. I mean, I did study at Stellenbosch also. After that, did some like 2-year certificate program with them. They are very good because they have like this kind of preaching course for people that are musicians already. Maybe they grow up, they've learned to play by ear, they've learned to do whatever. But now they want to become teachers. They want to become people that can really relay the information well to their business, their kids that they are teaching. And so they have these courses in which they can actually learn. Like you'll get people that are like 36 learning with somebody that is 18 years old.
Sure.
Yeah, just learning the music notes and all this history and all this stuff so that they can maybe do a degree, diploma, or something that can really just help and aid them in their
So
teaching.
basically, in essence, just refining what they've already learned as
Yes,
grown up.
yes, as growing up. So sound engineering was, I think that was just something that was a next step for me in the fact that I was already a musician and I wanted to make music. So it was just going to aid me in making my own music. Whereas the going to go study at Stellenbosch was more just as something that could help bring stability in your life as you pursue your career as a musician, as an artist, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Awesome. And how did the teaching aspect, how did you integrate that into what you've now already learned with the sound engineering and how did you get to the teaching?
So because I'm from Kimberley and Bloemfontein, coming to Cape Town and marrying a woman from Cape Town,
Stella.
who I love
woman
very
from Cape
much,
Town.
it was it's hard to find your career this side because there's a lot of people here, a lot of people entering, Cape Audio College, SAE, and so it was very hard to kind of get a placement. Like out of all those years, I've only gotten one, which is. But I mean, after a while, you get kind of despondent, and so from there, I think I started looking at different options, looking at what's my strengths. I know that I love music, and so I know that I wanted to really go further, and so that's why I went to Stellenbosch. And from there, because I really love the theory, like I said, I went to that was like just the next best thing, really just relaying my passion over to somebody else and inspiring the next generation.
Okay. And did you study for that? Or is it something that you just went to school and said, I want to teach children music here?
So I did study, and I wanted to complete my studies, and I'm still hoping to do more studying. I think life comes at you, you only get so much time to study certain things, or like specific focus time. because things happen in your life, and I know a lot of people go through changes. A lot of people find themselves with more responsibility than is normal, and so I had to just pivot. I just had to decide, okay, I'm gonna study for so long, and then the teaching came from there. That okay, I want to teach, and I found this group of people that were willing, or that have these things in schools, private schools, where they just teach, young kids how to hold the guitar, how to understand music before they develop it into all those notes and stuff. Because you want to start young with the kids,
Yeah.
but you can't give them all these notes and symphonies. It's like what are they gonna understand?
You start basic.
Yeah, you want to start basic,
Yeah.
kind of like what's recent, what's popular, just to have them work on those creative sides of them. Yeah.
That's amazing. And also just that you were able to pivot like that, doing what
Yeah.
what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And at that moment it might not have seemed
Seemed.
as if it's something that you could have done. So you just,
Yeah, so my mom's a
pivoted.
teacher, so they were always like,
Come on,
you're
generation.
born a leader, you're born a teacher, everybody's a teacher. That's what my dad always says. And so if you have the passion, you should, and you love it so much, you should be able to carry it
Carry it
over
on.
to somebody else. So
And that's the
yeah.
same thing we do when we have kids, we pass on what we've already learned, hopefully mostly good things.
Yeah.
We pass it on, we teach
Yeah.
them how to do that. That's awesome. So I want to know about funding opportunities. Did you have any, or were all your studies like paid for by your parents or yourself? And are there any funding opportunities for kids who want to do sound engineering and things like that?
I believe they are. Look, it's changed a lot since I've last studied. But at that time, it was very hard to get, bursaries and stuff for these type of things. Because a lot of it is private. It's not really government funded and all these things. So, yeah, I think they are. You should look. I've seen some things with like Coca-Cola and stuff like that, but yeah, the opportunities with funding in that is very scarce, and so a lot of people do personal loans, a lot of people do student loans, whatever. But my parents tried hustled hard to get me through. So yeah, so that was what happened with on my side.
We've heard a lot about your journey, and like in a nutshell, now that you know what you want to do, still practicing it with the mixing and mastering, but also kind of have a little bit of a pivot. How do you find that? Do you still love music? Do you still love sound and engineering and bringing things together? Or has your focus shifted? And also, you said you were kind of born into it, if I could say. But was there ever a moment in your life that you felt like, no, I actually want to do something different, or did you just know?
I mean, there's always going to be moments where you think, maybe I could do this, and maybe
Yeah.
I could do that. But, you wake up every day with the same passion. So my passion was always to be an artist. And so that's why I think growing up, even though I have that focus that this is what I want to do, I've learned that I've got a lot of different strengths. And I think it's important for all of us as young people just to realize like there are more strengths and there's more to life. And so those strengths that I have in mixing, mastering, I can aid that to somebody else at a price. And then
Yes.
at a price, very important. And then I can aid, the information and the passion I have to somebody else. Please know that you can do things for free.
Yes.
It is good.
Yes.
It's really good. Yeah, especially if you believe in the vision. Yeah. So yeah, so that's kind of the thing. But yeah, so my life has always just gone in that direction.
And like, I picture someone who does mixing and mastering to be like a behind the scenes kind of person.
Yeah.
How do you manage that with your character? You are also in the front of the scenes
Yeah.
kind of person. Does it ever clash, or how do you manage playing both roles? Being the one in front of the camera behind the mic and having to do like the
The things in the background.
yes.
I'm I don't know. It's just, I think
You just do it.
it's just passion. My passion is to inspire and to lead people to Christ and stuff through my music, and so that keeps me passion for in the front. But behind the scenes, I generally enjoy music, so I want it to sound good. And I love having. I think just knowing that everything plays a role. It's almost like building blocks and whatever. So just taking all those sound elements and really just piecing them together. I think that also just does something that gives you like, oh, I've done something. You feel good that when you finished. So yeah, there's never issue in that case. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. I could sit here and talk to you for ages, but that's also because you're my friend. But anyway, so lastly, Mr. Alistair, are there any words of wisdom that you have for a young kid that is watching this program and saying, I still don't know where I'm at, or should I do this? Or I don't have the clarity that he has. I didn't wake up every day with the same passion.
Yeah. I would say something, it's crazy because I spoke to my wife yesterday about this. I would say it's very important that what you have right now, be in school, the education that you have right now, give it your all. Sometimes we think that, okay, I'm not going to need this. If you have the clarity, I'm not going to need this. Or you don't know what you want to do, so you kind of don't want to give passion to anything. I would say give your all, because there are some places where your character grows. Maybe you don't go into geography, great, but your character grows because you finish things on time, you'd worked hard. So don't despise it. It's really it's good for you to do well and to go for these things, because you never know. Like I said, sometimes later in life you come to learn a new passion or something. And that's okay. Not all of us will know by 18 we need to do this, but and that's okay. Just as long as you steward what you have right now, good and well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Alistair. And for our viewers, please take note. It's okay to pivot, but also it's important to do well where you're at right now. Don't feel overwhelmed by the pressure of needing to know what your next step is. It's okay. You don't need to have all the answers immediately. Listen to what Alistair said. Take from his testimony. And if you do know what you want to do, you wake up with the same passion every day, execute. Don't delay. I'm Michelle, your host, and thank you for joining us on the Success in Color podcast. Bye for now. If you found this content valuable, you are more than welcome to give us a thumbs up and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also find us on TikTok as well as Instagram, where we share some more interesting content about career planning and beyond. Thank you for joining me with the Success in Color podcast. My name is Michelle, your host. Bye for now.